So welcome to another episode, guys. Apostle Vinny something Bani. Yes, you know the news. You've probably seen it. You saw a trend on Twitter. You saw articles about it. I don't know. Maybe it probably ended up in a newspaper somewhere. He basically, scammed a bunch of people, and he had sex with them too. He scam where he ran. Okay, well, the scamming running the inside too. Man do everything. He do everything. He cleared the market. I hear this is what 13 years in the making. This man has run a scam for 13 good years. Like I'm actually impressed. I'm actually impressed. Like this is actually a good run. He forced. Oh my god. This news it just had me thinking. It had me really thinking. It was funny to me actually. Even coming across this news, I've always been of the opinion that although it's religion, we have men of God, pastors, they preach the word of God to us, and we are supposed to listen to them and take from what they are saying. There's also this thing where we want to do any and everything that our pastor tells us to do. In this world, as humans as we are, everybody is trying to survive. Everybody is trying to get his. Everybody is trying to eat. So you best believe not everyone is going to be as conscious as you are of how they are going to get their money or how they are going to get their satisfaction from this world. Not everybody is going to be as good or kind-hearted as you are. The same way you'd say, oh well, I feel I'm very moral enough that I'll never use the name of God to rob people of their money. There are other people there who have the exact opposite mindset, and they will use any means to get what they would eat at the end of the day. And religion is very far from their radar as a way to get money. These guys at this point, they are just hopeless, bro. We have a lot more men of God really making profits from their congregation. You hear a lot of these institutions called mega churches, and what they do is they thrive on getting the monies of the members of the congregation. And a lot of the time, all the money, we expect that the money is going to be used for something very positive. Is going to really improve the lives of the church members themselves or someone else. Something very tangible that we can see as well, because it's not as if we are paying you the money for you to go and chop. Like, we are paying you the money is going to be there. You're not going to give it to God directly, but then you use it in such a way that really pleases God. We see the exact opposite. The money goes to the pastor, and the pastor uses it and gets super rich, and the rest of the congregation members are basically at where they were before they entered the church. But this is a prime example of what a lot of us have been talking about. Anytime we bring this kind of conversation up for us to talk about, people always look at you as if you are sort of like an antichrist or something. But then sometimes you just need to understand the nature of the world, and that not everyone is good. Like, really, not everyone is good. People will use dubious means to get your money, and in this case, you can see it tangibly. They are not improving your life. Their lives are rather improving. You see them getting good cars and stuff. But then you didn't mind. You were just of the mindset that yes, well, he's preaching about God. He make you take the money, not be anything. He be just 2 cedi. But you don't notice that it's 2 cedi for everyone, and not everybody's paid 2 cedi to somebody too. They pay like 10 million or something. So all that money you take dash the guy. Like, if you take go roadside, go take give some beggar, be safe, like a chill. But the crazy thing to me on top is I see a lot of people not wanting to take accountability for what happened. You find a lot of people trying to make a lot of excuses. I saw on Twitter people trying to backtrack. People are trying to make excuses for it that you were coerced, blah blah blah. I'm like, listen. You were old enough. And you fell for it. So this is no excuse. You were just gullible. It's fine to say you were gullible. I mean, every one of us has been gullible in their life. You just have to learn from it. But then the least thing you should do is to allow a man of God to take you off your money. At least allow some scammer make you can't use some hard tricks for your top take scam. You can't let a man of God scam you. Like, you really can't. And he also had sex with you. It's crazy. Africa in general, the times are hard. times are really hard for people, and people are really going through it. And some people find peace in God. A lot of people, find peace in believing that God is going to do good for us. God is going to do right by us, that we are not going to through all of this struggle for nothing. You have a lot of people whose lives aren't really going on very well, and they are struggling to hold on to their life. And religion is a very good way for them to, grab hold of their lives and stay afloat. Then I believe it's also to the point that you don't have to be that way, to the point that you allow yourself to be super vulnerable and for someone who has a very bad mindset to come and then rob you of all your money. Nobody ever believes their pastor is bad. At the end of the day, I will say that nobody ever believes their pastor is bad. But then you need to ask questions. I know in the religion set, we are supposed to keep quiet and not ask questions. You are supposed to believe whatever the pastor says. But please do ask questions. For ask, because they're asking you for your money, bro. Then they ask you for your money, you are giving your money, it's your money, you worked for it, so you need to make sure that the money is actually going for a good cause and not going to fatten someone's belly. So I think at the end of the day, some people need to take accountability for what happened, and use this as an opportunity to educate people on issues like this and how we can grow from it, how we can sort of cut it down from our community. So that, because I believe that if this comes, I believe a lot of this happens to a lot of people. It happens to a lot of churches and a lot of church members and pastors. But then I feel like it's very stereotypical to come out and speak against a church or a pastor because you'll be labeled as an antichrist. But then I believe this opportunity, it's good that everybody's having this conversation about it, and I hope that everyone just gets more careful about it, because everybody they want chop. So make some pastor be can't chop you. Yeah, Charlie, you take your money where you chop you at least send the money to me, make a chop some, and then you make some. Oh goodness gracious, be that the funny myself for 13 years too, and this guy just decides that I'm done. Like, I've run you guys of all your money. I eat you all. It's my time. I'm out. Deuces.